I've seen a lot of cool stuff here that's worth checking out, but let's just go to wherever we left off. We've seen those, definitely. Amen, St. John. Remember that one too. Alright, we're a little bit too far back. That is new. And this is also new. 803 anniversary tradition. Honestly, might be more memorable now. This will go down in the history books, but it's a massive triumph for pretty much everyone. It's actually kind of respect to everyone involved. Like, even Iran, weirdly enough, like, there were really no casualties in anything. No one really died. There were a few injuries, and I think, unfortunately, some deaths. Most of that came through terror. When it came to, like, the attacks themselves, for the most part, people were like, hey, just so you know, we're going to attack here, so, like, everyone should evacuate. We're going to attack soon, tomorrow, not right away. You know, we just got to show that we're willing to use force, be it for honor's sake, but like we don't need anyone to actually die or things to escalate. You know, who did that out of, you know, goodness of their heart or versus need? You know, you be the judge. But and St. Patrick PL. I'll have to send some things, but those are more for the people in the chat to enjoy at the time. Oh. Don't even. It's such a tragedy. There's so many better ways to deal with that crisis. I can't. This is like. This is where what we've come to. There are like 5 things that define my personality, 5 types of things that will show up in my suggested. This is one of them.
How many pills do you take every day? 6, 7 maybe?
6, 7.
How many pills do you take every day? 6, 7 maybe?
6, 7.
No. But no, I want to be Uncle Ira when I get there. I can't wait to talk about Avatar.
You want to learn sign language? Why?
Because
Next
my
time we
vision
play
is already
Ghost.
terrible. So I think like if my eyes continue to get worse, I can still be able to like communicate with you.
What?
Sign language, so I can communicate
No,
with you.
I hear
other
you.
than just like talking to each other, because my eyes are getting worse, and since my eye exam, my eyesight's gotten worse. So I think
Can
like,
you?
if for any reason, if I like lose my vision, hold on, let me get my thought out. You asked me a question. If I like lose my vision, I would still be able to communicate.
Sometimes you just gotta wait it out and then
Why?
come back.
Does that make sense?
No. Why
How does
would
that
you?
not make sense?
I'm gonna tell you. You ready to listen?
No.
You're not ready to listen.
Oh.
Fine, tell me.
How did you not being able to see affect your ability to speak?
It's not so that I can speak, it's so that I can understand you when you speak sign language with me.
Why would I need to speak sign language with you?
She can't see the sign language
Because I
either.
wouldn't be
She
able
can't
to
see.
very well.
What does seeing have to do with hearing or speaking?
It's a form of like communication. So if I can't see you, we can still communicate with sign language.
Not only is your premise completely wrong, think about it. If you can't see, how the fuck are you gonna know what I'm signing?
Because it's a form of communication.
How are you going to see
Because
what
it's a
I am signing?
form of communication.
But you can't see it. How would I communicate if you can't see what I'm communicating?
Because we talk with our hands. We
But
talk
you
with
just
our
said that you're
hands.
We
worried
don't
about
feel
your
sign language.
vision.
Look, this is.
Yes, that's why I want another form
I feel like
to
this is where
communicate with
you get into situations where you're
It's
not
either
talking to a
that or
person's
texting.
mind anymore. You're talking to their heart. She just doesn't want to be wrong.
How the fuck? does any of this make sense to you? I'm sorry, you want to learn sign language. Why?
And so sometimes you gotta like just love the heart. Tell them that they're great. Tell them, you know, something really positive. Say like, I love you, honey. That all being said, like, do both. You gotta not just make them feel one particular thing. Like that, good thing, bad thing. Tell them that you love them, and tell them also that that's really stupid. Assert that they, you know, they don't, tell them that they don't need to feel the need to be right. But then also tell them that they wouldn't get away with it either. And then they're like, well, I have no reason to fight. You know, it's either a fight that I don't need to win, or I can just be happy. So, what? Cool. Yeah, this will be the last one. Oh no, where's this going? Hopefully somewhere positive. What are they doing in the back? Like, God bless this guy. He's doing the best he has the ability to do. They're doing a great thing for him. God bless him. I just want to give him a massive hug. Me when federal doesn't capitalize mass in the chat. Alright, anyway. Moving on. Last thing I want to talk about. Without doxing them or anything like that. We don't want to do anything like that. Let's come over here. We'll just leave this up while I give a quick cheers to my sister who just knocked on our door. I can't be too loud, ironically, for her sake right now. But, you know, I just want to give thanks to God for family. Thanks to God for my siblings. I think it's something that we don't, especially in the modern age, unfortunately, a lot of people can lose. Especially because we're all kind of encouraged to just go and split off everywhere. Or to think of siblings as being kind of this opposite other category than friends. More like friends are the ones we share our deepest things with, and siblings are kind of just the people we fight with and have to live with. But that's not the life that Christ calls us to, and I'm very grateful to have been raised in a different environment. And so I'm not afraid of this. She's just the best. You know, I love her. I love her to death. I would do anything for her. And she would deserve it, too. And that's the right way to be. You know, it's important that, you know, while you still, of course, mess with them, you treat them right. I was thinking about this the other day. Where, like, you know, kind of the difference between, you can really tell a family, whereas, you know, do the boys in the family do good for the girls in the family? Do they do the kind of things that they should do for a lady, or do they just push them around and, you know, mess with them all the time? And it's a very different relationship. And that relationship was nothing but great. Still remember it was very much encouraged and deeply moved by kind of letters I would receive from my family, especially when you have a younger sibling who is looking up to you, and encouraging you and calling you brave, and it's a wonderful thing. You get to see them grow, and it's really just a training in the future of your life. You know, you get to see, you know, it's the first school of how to treat a friend, the first school of how to treat a kid, and they're the deepest relationship you ever have, because you will be able to share everything. You know how to talk to them. You have a greater, you know, ease of understanding, and you have shared experience that you have with them with no one else, that you have with no one else. And so siblings just are the best. I have one of the best in the world. She's great. She's smart. She's beautiful. She's talented. Really good person. Loves God. So I'm incredibly grateful to have her. Incredibly proud of her on this 21st birthday. Looking forward to all the good she's going to do in the world. And so we lift her up in prayer, give thanks to God for her, and wish her the best. So God bless and keep her, and God bless and keep us all. Let's head back to Ghost of Tsushima. Cheers.